All right, so we have about 15 inches of snow here in southern New Hampshire, 15 inches up to like 24 inches in some spots with a snow drift, really dry, powdery snow. This should be no problem for the 1332. Let's do a nice cold start and get this thing going and warmed up. All right, so we got a lot of snow to do. This is a lot of volume of snow here. This is going to take about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how I strategize. But this is a ton of snow, and I chose to use a snowblower versus the ATV plow. Okay, just because I want to get some use of the HSS1332 and put some hours on it for the year. But this is the perfect situation. This is what I would use it for. Right here, large volumes of snow where I want to shoot everything away from the house and into the woods and further away. Right over the shed now. Bigger jet upgrade. As you can see, this thing's powering right through. This is the only thing that bothers me about using the snowblower is that I have to back up. You really can't go that fast, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of passes like this, just back up and go forward and make long passes. That way I get the most out of my use. I don't want to make a bunch of short passes. I want to make a bunch of longer passes, just so the snowblower is running and throwing snow and not doing more travel time. So I'm going to back up and keep on making passes. So I took the heated grips off and my hands are already freezing. It's very cold. It's about like 11 degrees out right now. And I'm really missing the heated grips. I'm going to have to put those on very soon because my hands are already cold. I'm gonna change out my gloves and keep on going. doesn't clog at all. Performs as it should. So there she is. She did great for sitting in the garage for a while and not getting a lot of use. Like I said, maybe once or twice a year. We'll see this year, this season, how much more use I get out of the HSS, but she's looking great. All the modifications did great. The auger flaps did their job as they should. They keep rotating and keeping all the buildup from actually building up and causing a problem and weighing down the front housing. So as you can see, I did the whole driveway between 15 and 24 inches, and it was really slushy stuff at the beginning of the driveway at the street, and nothing built up on the machine whatsoever. The cover did great. My chute deflector, no clogs whatsoever. You guys that are getting clogs, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you need to change your technique, because if you do the things right, everything works as it should. But like I said, I just did a rubber band trick. I probably will put that in a different video. I'll break these up into a couple videos so they're not too long and not like a half an hour or 45 minutes. So what I did was a little rubber band trick, and I'll include that in the video, in the next video, and I'll show you guys what I did. But looking great. Machine performed flawlessly. I was disappointed because I had to take off the heated grips. My hands were cold. It's about like 20 degrees out right now, Fahrenheit, and my hands were really starting to get cold. I had to change my gloves, and then I was okay once I got going. But I really missed those heated grips. I'm gonna have to put those back on and do an update video on that. But she did great. Look at this thing, just a complete monster. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out my Honda playlist. I have a ton of videos, as well as my Polaris ATV plowing playlist and modifications and upgrades. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the driveway with the ATV plow, just to clean it up really nice, because I just wanted to get most of the volume out with the snowblower, and now I'm just going to make a couple passes with the ATV and really clean things up. But everything worked out great. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy and have a nice day.